Well, everybody, gonna do a little educational video on the difference between the BOG Deathgrip and the new BOG Infinite Deathgrip. So glad you're here. Let's just jump right in it. This is the original one. This is the one that BOG sent us from the get-go. These both are carbon fiber models. So these are the lightest that you can get from BOG. They do make an aluminum model too, which is a little heavier, but a little lighter on the checkbook. They're a little less expensive, where these are more expensive, the carbon fiber. So moving forward, the first thing I think you can tell the difference is, you're gonna tell the difference between the two is the weight. The original BOG Deathgrip, this one here is 7.5 pounds, and the Deathgrip Infinite, this one is 6.5. So it's a pound less. You can see the difference in heads. Their weight, this Infinite's way sleeker design. It's super nice. I mean, like I said, we've had a lot of success with the original Deathgrip, and then BOG went to the drawing board and said, how can we keep the same features but make it a little more, I guess, user-friendly from the weight standpoint, and they did just that. So this head's quite a bit smaller. So I'm gonna put the original one up. We don't even hunt much with that one anymore. We actually will loan this one out to a lot of youth. There's a youth season here in Montana, and parents will ask us, and we'll actually let them use this. It's such a game changer when you have kids, or a wife or girlfriend or a first-time hunter. Really, you can get in either one of these. You can get the gun in here, and you can get the scope on the target, whatever you're shooting. Then your kid can get in, or wife or girlfriend can get right in on the scope and the animal there, and just makes it a lot easier. They're more comfortable, and takes a lot of the what's the word the panicking and getting on the animal and trying to stay on them. Well, for a novice hunter, these are really a game changer. But the Deathgrip Infinite, this one here, this is the one we run all the time now. Some of the features that are different than the original Deathgrip is the original Deathgrip had these little levers that you had to open up to get your legs to spread out. Well, they went to twist cups on these, so they're really nice. They're quiet. They will get a little sticky, depending on what kind of terrain and atmosphere. We're dusty and dry here in Montana, so they'll get a little sticky, but they're a lot better than the levers on the original one. I'll get this one spread out here just to show you, but probably the major thing that's different with these is the head design on these things is unreal. So right here, the head design, you can level your gun up with just this. There's a level here for leveling your legs up, but you can pretty much eyeball and get it level here, and that's a game changer. Before, you couldn't with this original Deathgrip. You had to level your legs up to make your gun get level. Well, with this bowl mount, how they have here, this moves, and so that's a game changer. You can tighten it in and get your gun in it. So with that being said, with the head, the other major change BOG did is this is the new Arca Swiss mount, and what this does is it's a quick change, so you can use other tools to your tripod. And so like with us, we use this. You can put a gun in here, of course. I don't have my HS out here, but gun would go here. Well, say that for some reason that you're done hunting for that morning, or say you want to switch out when you're on a hunt, you can just undo this here, slide your head off. And what we do a lot of times is they'll give you, there's another plate that comes with it when you buy, when you buy these tripods, and now you can put your spot and scope. We put our SIG spot and scopes on them. You can put a camera, a DSLR camera, or maybe a video camera. Some guys will take this mount here that's on here, and they'll put those on they'll screw them on like a AR or something platform. So then it's just your AR sitting just right on here with this plate. But we don't do that, here. We just like running the Deathgrip Infinite like this. You can get it sitting there, you just get it, tighten it down. It's super, I've never had to mess with this ever. The one thing I will say that I noticed with our HS guns is they're a little heavier. They're custom. Everything about them is heavy. With our SIG scopes, we're shooting the 5-30 by 56, so they're a little heavier than your normal scope. And one thing that I've really noticed is with this Infinite, so when you put your gun in there, you really want to get it so it's you want to get it to where it's evened out. I guess the best word you'd want to use, because these right here, this thing here will, if you don't give it evened out right here in your slot, especially our heavy guns. Now, if you buy a production gun, just something like a Ruger, or it's like maybe a TC or whatever you're shooting, just a regular production gun, it's going to be fine there. But these custom guns, especially like the ones we have that are a little heavier, if you don't get this tight, and if you're not evened out, it'll want to tip side to side. So that's one thing that I noticed. That's about the only really thing I noticed difference from the original Deathgrip to this bowl style head, where moves is you really want to get it evened out when you put a gun in there. But other than that, BOG hit a home run with this. They just basically took all the things from here, but then they took and made it a slimmer design. They made it a lot easier to level up with this bowl head, and then it's multi. You can do multiple things with it. You can take this head off, put like I said, a spot and scope, DSLR camera. Some guys put a AR platform with it on with this Arca Swiss mount. So it's kind of whatever you want to do with it. But like I said, we've had tons of people reach out to us and ask us, what is our opinion? What's the difference between the BOG original Deathgrip and then this BOG Deathgrip Infinite? And these are the things that we have noticed. Now, like when I like this, it's lighter. I like the ability to level up my head right away. That to me is the number one thing. A lot of times in Montana, you're on a lot of steep like hillsides. And if you watched our videos, you'll see me cuss. I don't like sitting on them, but sometimes you're forced to sit on them with the way the terrain is, wind, sun, all that. And with the old Deathgrip, you had to level up with your legs. So you were constantly up there trying to get it figured out, getting on them steeper hillsides. Well, with this is just a game changer. You just put your legs down where they're the more secure and comfortable, and then you just level this up. And that's so awesome. So that's huge from BOG. It's a lot lighter, like I said. Than the original one. They've got a hook here, accessory hook. We put our Fox Pro remote a lot of times right there. I like sitting there. I can see what, where I'm at in my call sequence. I can know when I'm going to change, and just right there handy. And so that's what we use the hook there for. But BOG's they've just really come out with hitting a home run with this stuff. They really went back to the drawing board, and the nice thing with BOG is they reach out to people like us that we are using them day in and day out. We're in tough environment, tough terrain. They say, hey, what can we do or do different? And man, I'll tell you what, we just said, you know, lighter's always better. And of course, and then with this head design, there's not a better one on the market. Now, I'm a tripod guy. I like it. To me, it's not that big a thing packing a tripod in, you know. And so then with BOG actually, they jumped into the backpack world here this year too. And so this backpack you see right here, this is the Kinetic backpack, and it's just a lightweight, I would call it probably just a day pack. But a lot of times we put our Fox Pro right inside here, and then they've got these hooks down here, and I was gonna show you, this is kind of nice. If you wanna go really put everything going in hands-free and get this thing put together. These twist legs cups are nice because ours are probably a little sticky from being out in the Montana dust, but they're just nice. They really tighten up good. And but anyway, they get them. There's 3 different settings on here: 20, 45, or 85. 85 makes them legs spread all the way out, and then 45 is just probably 3/4, and then if you go on 20, then they're only going just a little ways, and that's what I had them on to show you. So, but a lot of times I hunt with mine on 45, so it's just each person, whatever their preference is. But then back to the backpack. So BOG come out with the backpack, and so this is the one I use. I use the Kinetic, and I actually put like this Fox Pro inside the BOG, and so I put it in there, and then I usually pack mine in my hand because I've got my gun in this. So, but if you really wanted to free your hands up, this is where BOG come up with these backpacks to incorporate with this Deathgrip, and so you get it in there, and then you know, and you'll have to probably figure out what's the best way. But so right there, then you can go in there and your Infinite's right there, and like I said, I put my Fox Pro in there, and so you're going in more comfortable, and your hands are not tied up. So that's nice there. And like I said, it's just a game changer. I love these tripods. Like I say, my wife, you guys watch our videos, my wife hunts with me a lot. Our HS guns are a little heavier, so it's nice I can put these guns right in these tripods and get it secured in there and get the legs properly moved. And then, you know, once she gets it in there, then she's hunted enough and knows enough how to get on them and move and adjust with this new Infinite. So just, it's just a great product. You know, BOG come along with us. We've been with them for quite a while. Great people, great company. They're always wanting to strive to do better. And like I said, we're out in the field a lot with their stuff. And you know, like I said, they're both models that we just showed you today are carbon fiber. Like I said, they do have an aluminum model, which is a little heavier, but it also is. But it's also cheaper. So kind of whatever your bank account can afford. I mean, either one are going to do the same. You know, the functionality is the same. It's just these carbon fibers will be a little lighter. So if you are in the mood, you know, turkey season's coming along here, check out BOGHunt.com for all their backpacks. These are really nice for putting a shotgun in. For if you do hunt turkeys with a shotgun, you know, we try to chase turkeys with a bow, but a lot of guys do shotgun. And I've actually years ago shot one off a original BOG, one of their very first tripods. None of these death grips, but just original actual tripod that my gun just sat in there. So they got an array of different options other than these. There's tons of different shooting sticks and tripods you can choose from with chairs, and then now backpacks. So if you get a chance, go check them out at BOGHunt.com, everybody. Thanks a lot. Lights out.